Welcome again, Boomers. We're playing some more Lufia tonight. How's it going, everybody? Press the A button to begin. That's right. Last time we were playing, I was grinding up. The elf lolly that we picked up as the fourth character. That's the blonde-haired girl. Don't worry, she's of age, just doesn't look it. What is the worst part of Hollow Knight? Nothing, fuck you. What are we doing again? I think we all have the best equips and stuff for this area. Elf, you say? I know what you mean, Morphbox. Oh, dude, Doomer, I played the shit out of Lufia 2 when I was a kid. Lufia 2 was the RPG where I finally figured out what RPGs were. Like, I was too young before that. Like, I was really young. Too young to understand this. Like, I played this when I was, like, fucking 3 or something. I was like, how to play a game? I didn't know what, like, stats were in an RPG. I explained this at the start of the playthrough. That basically oh, by the way, I'm playing a hacked version of it. That restores some translation and makes you actually move a decent speed on the world map. So it's not just like a nonsense. I think I'm actually really strong right now for this area of the game. Yeah, I am. You can grind before the first initial fight and beat it. Yeah, but he has like maximum HP. The game allows you to put into a monster, and you get nothing out of it. Like, you can grind up if you want, but like he has 65,535 HP, which is a ridiculous amount for this game, and nothing happens when you beat him. Now, in the second game, you can actually grind for the first sinistral fight in Lufia 2, and if you beat him, you get the Gade's Blade, which is actually a really powerful sword. Oh, and 2, yeah. Do you use N-Hentai regularly? I mean, kinda. Not really, though. I know what it is. I know enough to know what it is. I'm going this way. So basically, he has some serious nerd cred. Yeah. Do you remember that mode in Lufia 2 where after you beat the game, there was like the regular mode, and there was the New Game Plus mode, New Game Plus, where they just let you play through the game with 4 times the golden experience drops. Then the third mode, where it's only the ancient cave, and it turns the game into a roguelike, like a roguelike before there were roguelikes. That's actually really cool. Look at these fucking goofballs. Hydrate, thank you. The worst part of Hollow Knight, if I actually had to really answer that question, Dynasty Star, would be the fact that money becomes obsolete halfway through the game. Hey, Lemon. Congratulations. No, I loved Hollow Knight, dude. Oh, well, sorry, Shogoth. Whatever. Jesus Christ, dude. Stop shooting your arrows. No, whatever your ass. There's that so hard. Fuck you. Hollow Knight is pretty close to the perfect game. It's the perfect Metroidvania, that's for sure. Can I heal up here, please? Yes, thank you. In any case, I guess. If we demonstrate into castration, fuck off. Bring Tia a ghost fish. Yes, at the start of the game when she like cooks you the big fish. Hey Doomer, after Tia leaves the party in the second game, if you go back to the town, is it called Elcid or something? I forget what it's called. But you go back to the town. Is she there, like in the shop? Just being sad because you rejected her? Hey Dr. Zaylee, what's up? I will play Subverse on Pornhub. I'm actually going to launch a Game Boomers Pornhub channel. Because I have some porn games I want to play. Choose an adventure and you can't watch it. It's like the ancient cave. Oh, I see. Excited dynasty noises. Okay, hold on. No. The Pornhub's gonna be for like, I found like a Santa porn game for Christmas. We're gonna play it on that. Sorry about that. Santa porn games, enjoy. Yumi pegs Dave live. Oh my god. That's right. Tia did fight with the frying pan before Peach. Okay, so there's something I wanted to ask Doomer. Oh, fuck, what was it? Okay, actually, I can tell everybody this. So, you all know that this game is called Boomer, go east. Okay. Go south. So you guys know that this game in Japanese is called The Biography of Est Paulus. Alright? I don't know if you know that. It's what it's called. It's called Biography of Est Paulus in Japanese. Hey, Dash and Palm, what's up? And at some point, I think it was even on Twitter, the developer was asked, why is it called Biography of Est Paulus? And Est Paulus is supposed to be like a Japanese person's way of making like an ancient Greek sounding city. Hey, Smash TV. And the ancient Greek city is supposed to translate in English to East City. You know, you kind of say like Est Paulus, you can kind of see what they're going for, right? So he was trying to do something clever there, but he was supposed to be Japanese to Greek to English. Yeah. Go west. Okay. Go south. Thanks. Japanese are so creative. So, no, I'm trying to inform you of something about this, okay? So, Est Paulus. Hey, you're on the side too. Yeah, adjust again. Okay, so even though the name means East City, he was asked. He was like, "It's not a city though. It's actually a continent." It's like, "Oh, is one of the continents in the game that like called Est Paulus?" And he said, "No." So if you play Lufia 2 at the end, there's a part where Lexus is hanging out. At the end of the game, and he's like, Doom Island is falling. It's gonna fall into the Westland. It's like, okay. The Westland is this area of the game where Lufia 1 happens, because Lufia 1 and Lufia 2's maps are not the same maps. The idea is that even though the world map loops when you use the airship, that's just a convention of the SNES. It's actually two different parts of the same planet. And the area where Lufia 1 takes place is literally known as the West Continent. Then the area where Lufia 2 takes place is the North Continent. And then Lufia, I think, 3 takes place, Lufia 3, the Game Boy Advance one, the Game Boy Color one, takes place on the South Continent. And then Lufia 4, which is like a Ruins of Lore, it's like a spin-off version, takes place again in the North Continent. And it features some characters from Lufia 2 in it. So in the Lufia series, we've been to every continent on the planet, with the exception of the continent that the game's actually named after. And because these games aren't fucking being ever made ever again, the developer, the guy who made the game, was asked, what's on the East Continent? Like, what's actually on Est Paulus? And he says, nothing. He said, nothing. Did it arrive to what was it supposed to? Hold on, Chromega. Yeah, it's the Sigma answer is nothing. He said out there, it's basically a continent that hasn't been discovered by humans yet. It's like an empty land. It's like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? And it's like, all right. Here, I gotta check this from Chromega real quick. Chromega, I forgot to check the shipping. Let me scroll up on your DM so I can find it. Because if it's here, I'm gonna go and get it. Canada Post. Canada Post. Is this the real Canada Post? Jesus, what a terrible fucking website. You can tell this is a me relaxing stream, right? No. It's supposed to get here on December 2nd, dude. Where is it currently? It's currently in Mississauga. Wait. Why did it go from Calgary to Mississauga? Mississauga isn't... Okay. Calgary is like here. Mississauga is like here. And we're like here. Why would it go around? Alright. Anyway, the package comes in on Thursday, so thank you very much, Chromega. So, that's the situation, guys. With how this game is laid out. There's actually nothing in Espalus. It's like an uninhabited continent. Or continent. Guys, it is. A continent. Let's see there. There we go. You bought Code Vein and Cyberpunk 2700 at the Steam sale? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the flaws are still going strong in Cyberpunk. Content. Is there any non-meme porn games you'll play? Why would I play a real porn game on the show? You want to see me whack off? Like, is that what you're here for? The point of playing a porn game on a Let's Play show is to laugh is to laugh at the porn. Is to make fun of it, of the ridiculousness. Yeah, I think this is the tunnel. This is the tunnel to Elfland, eh? 3 islands, 3 towers. Way to Elfria, it's among 3 towers. No one's ever found it. Monster strong. Be very careful. Okay. Did he ever say why it's called Biography of Espalus if there's no actual information about Espalus? No. It's just that Espalus is a continent. Maybe like he had this big long story planned where they were eventually going to go there, but it never happened. It just how it is, man. Okay. Oh, these guys actually look kind of strong. Big Mouth, that terrible TV show. Lufia, Estfinity War. Maybe Espalus is the floating continent? Possibly. It is a barren, dead place up there, isn't it? Is there any way to make another game? No. About 10 years ago, they made a remake of Lufia 2 on the DS, and Lufia 2 is considered by far the best game of the series. And the remake completely flopped. Like, completely fucking flopped. So there's no way. I don't know how well Bang works on these guys. Kaboom. Lufia 3 was not very good. Lufia 3 was literally, let's just do Lufia 2 again, but put it on the Game Boy Advance. And it's like, alright. Spell Snail? Can I use like a different, maybe droplet on these guys? There were 4 Lufia games. 4 Lufia games, and then 1 remake of Lufia 2. And that's the whole series. What are your points? Sorry, I missed it. Sorry. Why do you like bad games? Fuck you. All the games I like are good. So, Lufia 3 is just a direct sequel to Lufia 1. And it has another descendant of Maxim doing another bullshit, whatever. Alright? Lufia 4 is a side story that takes place in between Lufia 1 and 2. And Decker is in it. The axe guy with the purple hair? Decker is in it from Lufia 2. But he's like in his 40s. He's like an older warrior now. And it's like a monster hunter, monster catcher game. Where you have a dude, and the Sinistrals aren't even involved. But you have this dude who like wants to explore ruins, and he just likes doing it. And you can like recruit monsters to join your party. And you can also, there's also like a wolf man who becomes the main character. Decker was the shit. Yeah, Decker was the strongest character in the game, like physically. I know Guy was a tank, like he had like really high defense, but Decker had the strongest physical attack. And he was like overpowered beyond belief. Hold on. Let's heal everyone up. Don't die there, lolly. There was a house. The engineer that used wrenches that suck. The whole point of the engineer is that he was kind of like the lolly girl in this game, in that he could attack everybody with his basic attack, and that was his. So that's Salon. I know everyone. I know all the names. Okay. So you have Maxim, and he's your main guy, and he's like well balanced. Okay. Then you have Tia, and Tia is basically a shittier Salon, because she doesn't have the physical attack, but Salon is like your primary caster, and Tia is a primary caster as well. So like, there's no reason to have both of them. There's like absolutely no reason to have both of these characters. She has like no good moves except for Droplet and Bang. It's like, alright. I'll just press A a whole bunch. Lufia 4 reminded me a lot of the Tales of Symphonia sequel on the Wii that had like monster recruiting in it, and it was kind of shitty. Yeah, Dr. Monitor. I think you have to take Maxim into the Ancient Cave. Yeah, there was no point in having the Lolly Summoner when you have Dagger around. Yeah, same kind of thing. But okay, so Tia was just like a pure spellcaster, and she was replaced by Salon because Tia also, Salon had all of Tia's magical abilities, but could also fight physically, so she was just useless. And it turns out that like, that's how it happened in the story, because the only reason Tia went along with Maxim in the story was because she had a thing for him and she wanted him to settle down. And then as soon as Maxim meets Salon, he settles down with her. And Tia just goes home dejected and like a failure. Skies of Arcadia is actually very good, yeah. The next person you meet is Guy, and Guy is he's your tank. He can't use any magic, but he's physically pretty strong, about on par with Maxim, and he has the highest defense. Then you meet Salon, and then you meet Decker, who has the strongest attack. Then you meet Lexus, and Lexus had like Tia and Salon's casting ability, but his main attack, like his weapons, hit everyone all the time. And that was like his gimmick. Is that he always attacked all. There's a tower. Okay. I don't want to brave this yet. I think there's 3 towers in this area. He sucked, but he was actually pretty good in the ancient cave runs. And then at the end of the game, you get Artie. And Artie was just kind of like a second Maxim, and that he had like some decent magic and some decent attack, but he wasn't like... He was like only okay. He was like in the middle. Fortress of Doom sounds like a Temple of Doom Indiana Jones ripoff. Yeah. Yeah, Artie had good magic, yeah. But he was still more of a physical fighter. Like, the game was weirdly balanced because your final party had a physical fighter with some magic in Maxim, a physical fighter in Guy, a physical fighter with some magic in Salon, and a physical fighter with some magic in Artie. The actual 2 magic-focused characters didn't even make it to the end of the game. And this game only has these 4, that's it. It's just these 4 characters. And these 4 characters are basically identical to the 4 at the end of the game because the hero doesn't even have a name. I named him Boomer. Boomer, he's on par with Maxim. Lufia's on par with Salon. Aguro's on par with Guy. And Jaren is on par with Artie. It's like the same characters. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually used the exact same like physical registry in the RAM and just changed the sprite. Good old Boomer politics. Hey, Doomer, you're old enough. Have you ever watched Ghost Politics? The lake north of town is turned into a toxic marsh. That sucks for you. Hey Vince, thanks for the raid, man. Ghost Politics, know what's that? Oh god. Look up a channel called Dark Razor Z and go back about 10 years and listen to some of the fucking memes that came out of that. Let's save it. Ghost Politics is like it's a show run by like a 70-year-old man who is this hardcore libertarian. And he broadcasts out of Texas, and he's constantly freaking out about like the state of the world today. And it's half serious, half true. And it's a fucking hilarious show. The Water Fairy, Dark Ghost. All right, I'll solve your problems. Don't worry. Whenever he's compared to Alex Jones, he like shits himself with rage. Dark Razor Z. And actually, I still talk to Dark Razor Z. He's like 28 now. He doesn't care about Ghost anymore. He's like 28 now, and he's like he was like in the military. And he has like a wife now, and it's like damn. Yeah. The show's also called True Capitalist Radio. I already did a video on VTubers, dude. I just stole a fucking emerald. Okay, whatever. I stole it. Goodbye. This village is finished. The life-giving lake has turned into a toxic marsh. So we have 2 things on the go right now. The 3 towers I gotta go to get to the Elf Town, and then the toxic marsh I gotta fix up, I guess. Thief! Still, you mean the hero tax? I loved the shit out of Illusion of Gaia as a kid. I played a lot of Illusion of Gaia, dude. Never beat it, though. Never really got... Here. Since I've told the story a billion times, I'll tell it again, because old Devo likes telling his old man stories. I was too young to I could play platformers during the SNES. Just fine. But I was too young to understand what RPGs were until the N64 era came around. And then when it did, I was like, oh! And so I went back to the SNES and played a bunch of games. And you know what I should have done? I fucking kicked myself. The mom and pop rental shop back in my hometown had every game that is like hyper rare now. It had a copy of Illusion of Gaia, had a copy of Earthbound, had a copy of Chrono Trigger, had a copy of all the Final Fantasies, had a copy of everything. And at one point they went out of business, so they sold all their stock eventually. I should have bought it. I should have bought the stock. Ah well. I have not yet played the English translation of Star Ocean. Actually, no. I played it for a bit, but I didn't really go that far. Was it related? Fuck you. It was my favorite... Dude, Earthbound's my favorite game. Earthbound's my favorite game of all time. Hold on now, Lunatic. The N64 had Paper Mario and Ogre Battle. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Oh, like beat up Duke? Yeah. Man. Jesus Christ, so many fucking fights out here. Paper Mario is obviously a JRPG. Phantasy Star? No. No, man, I love Earthbound quite a bit. You know what I don't like, though? And this is going to be the most hipster thing I've ever said, and I don't care, I stand by it. I don't like how liking Earthbound has become popular now. Like, 10 years ago, I'd be like, Earthbound's great! It's an excellent game with a lot of heart. And now, every fucking indie game that comes out is a quirky, Earthbound-inspired RPG. And it's all the same fucking garbage nonsense. I can see your goatee grow. Thanks. Don't you mean an Undertale ripoff? Fuck off! Have you phoned your dad recently? It's important to save your game. Torvar, you're fucking banned. At least good games come out sometimes. There's like no good movies. Oh, okay. What was the last like truly excellent movie? Oh, fucking up, dude. We like Undertale. The new Dune? Okay, fair enough. Secret of Nim. Do hipsters exist anymore? Not really. The hipsters have basically been supplanted by progressives at this point. The hipster attitude has become universalized across politics. It's actually kind of funny. Doomer, I pointed out on Twitter, and you liked the tweet, so I know you saw it, that I personally believed that if there were fascists out in the world, and they weren't being violent, they were just like spreading their ideas and just talking about them and like maybe holding a rally that wasn't violent at all, and you decided to attack them, that you were the one in the wrong. Because you started the violence. Even if you find their ideas reprehensible, and I do, if you start the violence, you're the one who's in the wrong. Always, all the time. And then some dude DM'd me. And he's like, no. Because if you talk about fascism, you normalize it. And so it's actually justified to shut down fascists whenever. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Yeah, and that was a joke, Doomer, because I'm not that stupid. I know you were joking. Hey, Genova. Yes, Jazz Prophet, I also saw Sargon's video on repressive tolerance. No, Dev, fascism is very serious. I'm gonna fucking nuke you from orbit. A really nice lake, it's fucking poison now. Oh, I never say something sarcastic on Twitter. Ba-da-ba-ba. 100 gold? Fuck you. I'll just walk back to the other town. Anyway, that exchange actually got an idea in my head for my next video. So I'll be like brainstorming it. Let's see. Let's look at everything. I think the same that I already have. Look. Do you think there's any shit on it? Yeah. It's the same that Lufia has. That's better, but there's also the bronze targe. That's like objectively worse in every way. I think we already got all this stuff. We did. Glass. Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's get a glass and the second one. And then we'll get like a buckler for good old Boomer. What's the boots all about? Boots are good. Okay. Do you see me people called Mahler a fascist for disagreeing with movie takes? Yeah. So, Doomer, you know the reason why that happens, right? At this point, you must be immersed in this garbage enough to understand why people do that. Hopefully. Yeah, Colton, yeah. This is some good shit. You must like the last Jedi or else you're a fascist. Oh my god. Okay. Shittier sword. Better sword. What a Francisca. Rapier. This is all like objectively worse stuff than the stuff that I have. I'm keeping the bow on Jaren so she can still attack everybody. Yeah, the longsword is actually better, so I'll buy one. The main reason is virtue signaling. Partially it's virtue signaling, but I don't think virtue signaling might be the main reason for a lot of people, but I mean like ideologically, like from like a political theory point of view, why is it that this is happening? Yeah, like dumb shit like that, Jadiski. Why does this happen? I think I figured out why. Just loot your house, fuck you. Blue tower to the southeast, red tower in the eastern island, green tower in the southern island. Alright, yeah, I guess. We're closed. Haha, no you're not. People have to group others and then dehumanize them to justify destroying them. I mean, yes. Yes. That's partially it. And the fascists, people like think that the fascists did that exclusively and uniquely, and no, they didn't. The communists do that too. There's even like a weird like racialism in Soviet communism where they believe that the Russians were the master race because they achieved communism first. Like, weird shit comes out of all this nonsense. Buy me a drink and I'll tell you. Yes. Okay. Buy me another drink. Fine. Collect the 3 gems. Blue, green, and red. Find them in the window. Okay. Gotta find 3 gems, 3 towers. Got it. Best booze. In the first floor of the Green Tower, south of town. Villagers need the Green Tower. You can use the inn once you arrive there. There's an inn in the tower? Why the fuck? Okay. It's like a speakeasy down there? You aren't closed at all. So, another big reason, though, to get this dude plastered. You ready to eat for everyone? Well, it's tea in the English version. Can I just leave town like this? I can, okay. Wow. Yeah, dash, holy fuck. There's the blue tower. I think we've gone in a full circle now. So. What it is, as far as I can tell, what it is that there's this view, and it's strange because both Jordan Peterson, in his own words, and a lot of the socialists on the left say this. It's a purely consequentialist point of view, and it's that everything matters. Everything matters, and that's technically true. All right, like if you're trying to get thin, like me, and you have a day where you don't hold to your diet. Let's say you've gone great on your diet for a month, and you're like, you know what? I deserve this. I'm gonna have like a day off of my diet. I'm gonna just chill out, have some pizza, you know, whatever, right? And well, on the one hand, you've certainly earned that day. You know, you had a month of successes, so you've earned that day. But on the other hand, it's still a situation where if you're talking about just maximizing your progress, that's one day where you're not progressing. That's one day where you're not getting ahead on that diet stuff. And that's true. That is. But at the same time, like, humans can't live like that. You know, humans can't be on all the time. But for the progressive, somebody who is in fact completely obsessed with progress, it's in the name. Every single moment is a moment to do something that pushes your goals. So every conversation has to be about it. Every action you take has to be about it. Every point of view about everything has to be about it. That's the consequentialist point of view. And it's technically correct. Because if you did everything right all the time, you would be in a better position. Even if only a little bit, than if you did everything right most of the time. So it's technically correct. But of course the problem is humans can't live like that. But they don't care. So like every day you're not talking about some kind of progressive project, that's setting it back because you could be moving forward. There's only forward or back. There's no other directions. That's how they view these things. Every conversation about Christ or your sins. Yeah, Christians do that too. Yep. It's not just progressives. Lots of groups do this. But the idea is, if you have a goal and the goal is that important, then everything must be directed towards it, and everything not directed towards it is the worst fucking possible thing ever. So, if the world becomes slightly more progressive, if people accept The Last Jedi, even by the tiniest little bit, even by the tiniest little bit, if you say, "The Last Jedi sucks," you have to be a fascist. What are you doing here, buddy? Fuck you. But yeah, if you're somebody who is apolitical, they will call you a fascist because you're not moving in their direction. That's basically how it works. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. I hope it does. What does the green ring do? Increases all stats. It's actually really fucking good. Increases defense. Increases agility. I'm putting on the green ring. What does the emerald do? Oh, nothing. Yeah, but here's the thing, Doomer. The craziest ones, they will look at your not into politics point of view, and they will say that that's just supporting the status quo. So if you do nothing, your inaction supports what's currently going on, because you're not fighting against it. It's fucking nonsense. Oh, I have Bolt now. Nice. Let's try it on Pierre there. That's why I do it, so they don't talk to me and leave themselves out. That's funny, actually. This is why I hate the woke and the mentality. Never isn't responsible for anything about the mentality. Well, Jesus Christ, Doomer. Who the fuck are you dating? I know what you mean, Flaming, but honestly, it'll get better. You just gotta chill. I mean, I found Naomi. If I can find somebody that's cool, anybody can. Bolt's quite a nice spell. Nice. And yeah, the whole point, like, this whole situation that I'm talking about is completely toxic to the idea of personal responsibility, which is why you see people not living their principles on the socialist side. They can easily justify it by saying, "Hello, traveler. Hey, Rocky." Jesus Christ, Bob Ross, are you fucking okay? Dude. Let's do more bolts. Can I, like, move these spells somehow? Nah, it's an old game. Yeah, Doomer. Part of the video tomorrow is, like, it's going to be on language, right? And the process of how language changes over time. Because conservatives like to act like language is this completely immutable thing that never, ever, 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 ever changes. Words have their original definition, and that's how they are, and that's how it is, all right? And progressives, oh, thanks for the stretch. Progressives like to believe that language is so mutable that it can be changed, and we can just force a new language. And if you force a new language, we can have a new set of ideas. And in fact, if we force a new language, we can disbar people from thinking of certain sets of ideas. If you can't say a whole bunch of different concepts related to a whole bunch of different words related to a concept, you can remove the concept. It's a 1984 situation, right? Thank you for the hydrate too. All right. Yeah, most debates or definitions, that's true, yes. The progressives conflate socially constructed with socially deconstructible. Yes, that's a big problem with them. So you have this situation. What the fuck are... Dude, it's your Lamia GF. You got 3 of them right here. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, Happy the Weeb, that was on DS, right? Lufia was 4 games of turn-based RPGs in the 90s before it got a remake in 2011. I don't want to date anyone that are half snake. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. My 3 weed-smoking girlfriends. You have 3 girlfriends at once? Yeah, the DS one is a terrible game, sorry. If you liked it, I'm sorry. But like, it's pretty awful. Lufia 2 got a remake on the DS, and it was pretty bad. So in any case, one thing I've realized, and I'm going to go over a number of examples in the video, but one of them was the word fascist. And Doomer, you know about this. I sent you that Sargon video. You know all about what's coming. If you look at the original definition of the word fascist, there are only 2 true fascist states. Italy and Spain. And that's it. But nobody uses that term in that way anymore. Because, for example, if you add on the idea that if you add on the idea that the fascists were not just a specific political ideology, but like the losers of World War II, then you add Nazi Germany, and you add Japan. Jesus Christ, fucking lamias. Fucking lamias. Then if you add in the idea that fascism is a specific set of behaviors outside of what is written in the doctrine of fascism, which is what a lot of people do, like Roger Griffith and etc., then it broadens out some more, and it broadens out some more. And eventually, you can get to like the communist view of fascism, where everything that isn't communist is fascist. So you have these 2 extremes, right? These 2 extremes. How do I go up there? I'm missing something. Yeah, I know, but like, my point is that this happens, like, all the time, regularly, okay? This happens all the time. That there is an original definition of a word, and then over time that definition gets broadened out because the original word is, maybe it's not useful anymore, or maybe the meaning has changed, or like ideas have shifted. But also sometimes a word broadens too much and becomes completely meaningless. Like there was, the Vosh Destiny panel debate that inspired both of us, Doomer, had one guy on it who said that fascism is when you have a cult of personality. So Bernie was a fascist then. Like, broadening the scope of a word to the point of uselessness. All right? Oh, hey, dude. Sure. Pedestal. Place the gemstone in it. Each one matches the tower's color. Pattern to it. Pattern is engraved in a stone plaque somewhere, but it's written in elf. Not even I can understand. Can't place the gem's patterns wrong. All right. My favorite conversation ever. Yes, that one. So you know what I'm referring to. Yeah. If you broaden out an idea, or sorry, the meaning of a word to the point that it becomes useless, and still expect it to have that same emotional punch, it's not going to. That's why if you call everybody racist, not just real racists, not just real racists, nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore. If they get called a racist. It's like, you're a racist, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Fine, I'm a racist. Like, nobody cares. It's been overused. course it does. Okay, magic. I don't quite know what to do here, but I guess I'll figure it out. I'll just beat on these guys for a while. Bolt makes this a much more tolerable dungeon. Yeah, new roof for the real races. Well, why do you think they got so mad with Super Straight? I mean, they got mad with Super Straight because it was implying that trans women weren't women. Okay, fine. But from like a theory of knowledge perspective, they had to get mad at Super Straight because it was basically them realizing that, hey, if you're going to keep broadening words out, they're just going to make new ones. They're going to keep... They can play the same game, you know? Yeah, people thought that Pepe was an offensive meme until they took it back. Yeah. Like, now you see, like Vosh's channel uses Pepe all the time, and now no one thinks Pepe is offensive anymore. That's gone. Yeah, let's head upstairs this way. What's up here? Oh. He's too cute. Yeah. He is. Here, let's, more bolts. They'll try to resist something. Of course they will. That's why I don't care what they say anymore about being racist. Like, yeah, whatever, fuck off. I don't care. I don't give a shit. And honestly, fascist has become that way as well. They call everything fascist now, so it's like, whatever. That's now no longer a useful term. So, oh. Have you seen all my definitions there? Yeah, I know, Nyx. So here's the pedestal. We don't have the orb yet. I'll just jump off the tower. Ah. I don't think you can do the green tower first. Let's get out of here. So I guess my point of view is that now that we understand all of this about language and how the definitions of words broaden out, and that it also means that fighting over definitions is very rarely helpful, you know? Like, I can say the only real fascist countries were Italy and Spain, and be correct. But it doesn't matter much because nobody nowadays uses those words in that way anymore. There is eventually a tipping point where it stops mattering. You know what I mean? And so, I try to use language in the way that other people are using it. That gets you in more trouble. Yeah, because there's another effect that happens. Once a term has been broadened out, and I think you can see a similar effect. Not quite the same thing, but similar enough. If you watched it, Doomer, in the recent RGR versus Doe debate, that fucking shit show. But even though I generally agree with Riley in most of her arguments, where she went wrong was that she was trying to basically, she had like a very broad definition of how something was bad, and then pick out specific moments, specific definitions within that broad definition, and act like that specific moment was the worst of the entire spectrum, even though it wasn't. If that makes any sense. Like, let's say you have 5 instances of similar things, okay? You have instance 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they are of escalating badness in that order. And if you call them all the same thing by one word, you can pretend that 1 is as bad as 5, even though it's not. No, that was Riley Dennis. Different Riley. Hey, Insomniac. And so, that's like... That's like, man, what's the way to put this? That's a problem with language, is that now that everyone is called fascist, or everyone is called racist, or everyone is whatever. Yeah, strength. So, yeah, dynasty. So hear me out. Now that like everything from like, you know, racial supremacy and extermination of minorities, all the way down to making a joke is considered racist. Now they're acting like that minor thing, the joke, is as bad as the extermination. Which is just stupidity. It's pure stupidity. But that's the end result of the broadening of language. The problem is, that's their intention, but it never how is that a pug? Anyway, it never actually comes off like that. Yeah, that's how you get extermination excused, actually. Sure, Doomer, sure. But anyway, I'll be going into language a whole bunch in the next video. And also something that I realized. You guys know that there's a phrase? No, go ahead and do it, man. You should do it too. Go ahead. So, there's a phrase, and the phrase is something along the lines of, everybody is conservative about the thing that they know. Have you heard that before? Uses defense int. Probably better for Lufia, actually. Defense int and agility, yeah. Yeah, from you and Dave. Oh, really? Did we say it before? Yeah. So, the idea is, the more knowledgeable you are about a thing, the more conservative you are about that thing. As a general rule. What the? Okay, maybe I can levitate. Hold on. Float. Okay. And the idea kind of makes sense, right? Like, let me just put these commands in. You like Star Fox Zero? Are you kidding me? I mean, cool. If you like it, you like it. But yeah. So, if you've been a construction worker for 50 years, and you're asked about how to do whatever, you're going to be like, this is how you do it. Somebody who's newer to it, whether because they want to try something new, whether because they're not confident, whatever the case may be, they're going to say something different. And the old timer is going to be like, no, you dumb little shit. This is how you do it. So, basically, as you learn more about something, there's an initial period where you discover, here's you. Then your view you discover a new area and it widens out and you're like, oh my god, there's so much to this. But then as you get into like the upper echelons, the master class of something, you go back down to have a smaller scope. I thought it was floating. That's the balance of experience versus experimentation, yes. Eventually you become experienced enough that you've experimented on everything else and you know what to do. So you're no longer like going here or going there, you go. And so you become more conservative in that way. Watch out for Shaggy, his power level is hidden. I'm getting banged, dude. Jesus, his power level is hidden. Jesus, this group is raping me. Never mind. Never mind, we're good. Gangbang, yeah, pretty much. So, have you noticed that despite people on the left being very much like, they're deconstructing everything, they're deconstructing everything. They're saying that any word can mean anything. Concepts aren't real, you know, like borders, whether they be physical borders or mental borders or whatever, linguistic borders, they're all bad, all right? All of them. All of these things point to a more open worldview, right? And then, when you talk about communism, they will say that everything was not real communism. That real communism is a very specific thing that has never actually been tried. And by a conservative definition of communism, that's actually correct. You know, they've broadened fascist out to the point that everyone's a fascist, but they've narrowed communist down to the point to its original meaning as Marx originally wrote it. And so, they're like originalists, but for Marx rather than for the Constitution. In United States politics, originalist means that you want the government to be run exactly as the founders of the country wanted. They wrote the Constitution with this in mind, and that's how it's going to be, and we're not going to broaden it out. That's an originalist. But you can actually have originalists for far more than just the Constitution. You can absolutely have like communist originalists who are like, forget about everybody else, every other theorist that came later. We're only going for Marx. That shit, right? Hey Cecil, what's up, man? Yeah, man, I'm playing on Super Nintendo too. Look, I'm playing it on Super Nintendo. And that's why I'm bringing in the idea that people are conservative about what they know, or especially about what they like as well. You know, you look at all these people who are they have the broadest definition of everything, but the tiniest definition of communist. And I think that is what is part of this. You will find that everybody who has this kind of bias towards anything, they will absolutely view things in the way that what they advocate for, they will be very specific about. I want this specific policy, I'm part of this specific group, but their enemies are just fascists. They're just commies. They're just whatever. They don't care to differentiate. I think a lot of this comes down to linguistics. Let's go back. So how does all that sound, Doomer? Oh, nothing there? Okay. Do I sound like an idiot? Sounds cringe, thanks. I appreciate you giving me the critique. That's part of it too, Bob Ross. Jesus, Shaggy's actually really strong. I was talking about the very similar shit in the Vosh vid, same conclusions, yeah. But I'm really gonna hammer home how, like, there is a progressive conservative split, and it basically falls on language lines. That's gonna be my main thesis. And that's why you see, like, you know, conservatives use the cathedral to refer to a specific thing. Marxists use the means of production to refer to a specific thing. You know, every group has their own language that's like half insular. You know what I mean? I've found that like you know how a shitlord was a progressive insult 10 years ago? Not anymore because it's been memed to hell and back. But like, chud was the same kind of thing, right? However, among like extreme traditionalists and among paleo-libertarians, they use the insult midwit, like a fair amount. It's all the same kind of stuff. They're talking about basically the same thing among us. Get out of here. They're talking about basically the same thing, but they use a new term to refer to it. No, I've seen midwit used a lot in that sphere surrounding academic agent. It's not just him. The idea of a midwit, it's supposed to be like nitwit, which is a stupid person, but the mid implies that they're like smart enough. They're just like mediocre intelligence, not like really stupid. Yeah, and middling, yeah. The idea of middling being among the traditionalists, there's like this extreme hatred of managerialism, and fair enough. Nobody likes a middle manager. I get it. But it's a hatred that's relatively unique to that part of politics. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, White Ninja. I'm gonna fucking nuke this guy. Fuck you. It's how I call you a cuck, but if I was woke, I'd call you white. Oh god, the people who use white as an insult are just like the cringiest fucks I've ever goddamn seen. Okay, we're going there. Yeah. So, oh, Doomer. Have you seen the ridiculous things happening recently over on the debate side of the internet? Like RGR versus Doe, then RGR versus Vosh, Destiny versus Cornboy. There's been some like fucking crazy nonsense happening. Elven writing, can you read it? Blue is blue, green is green, red is last. Okay. Do you have to do the red tower last? Wait, hold on. Behind the scenes, who do you talk to, Doomer? RGR won't talk to me. And the thing is, I'm not sure if she knows who I am, or if she... So here's the thing. I'm not sure if RGR knows who I am, and is just avoiding me, or doesn't know who I am, and would if she did. I wouldn't mind talking to her, but she just kind of ignores me. You should tell her to talk to me, Doomer. Hook me up. Who else do you talk to, though? Like, do you actually talk to Doe? Do you actually talk to Cornboy? No, fuck Doe, lol. No, I just admire her work. I just would like to, I don't even want to talk to her in public. I wouldn't mind just the chance to DM her. But her DMs are closed. These are Corncob's associates. Yeah, I know. I know. You simp for one of them and I bug you about it all the time. So what the fuck are you doing? You simpster. Rude. Called out. Here we go. It's lightning. Here's the thing. I'd say maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit more, I made an actual, honest-to-God, good faith attempt to talk to people on the left and understand what the fuck they were saying. And so many of them were just complete and utter fucking train wreck assholes. Including every single person, with the exception of one from the Corn community. Everyone was terrible. Including the girl you simp for. She was like abysmal to fucking talk to. Okay, by the left, I mean the socialists. Because they view liberals as being on the right. Because they're fucking stupid. And we all know they're fucking stupid. Excuse you, Dev, there. I hope you don't seriously buy that. Man, maybe I'm just being old man Dev here, you know? Maybe I'm just being old man Dev. But like, a girl who has absolutely... Yeah, that's fine, Doomer. But maybe I'm just, here's my position. I'm just being old man Dev about this, but a girl who has absolutely nothing masculine about her whatsoever, in any way, but calls herself they, them, non-binary, is like my generation's lesbian until graduation from university. Oops, I used the wrong spell. And that's all the fuck it is. And man, I knew girls who were legit lesbian until graduation. And like, I was told by progressives at the time, you can't say that. But it was true. It ended up being true. These are chicks who ended up like fucking... they were like, I'm a lesbian all throughout college, and now they have kids with a guy. And it's like, sure you were. I knew an actual lesbian who would take advantage of girls like that to have sex with them before they fucking snapped out of it. Div, can't you just let me simp in peace? No. Lufia 2 best pet monster? Fumi. Absolutely, the first one you get. He's perfect. He's a big old pile of jizz. I think what it probably was is that people want attention. They want to feel special. And then like, what currently gives them political... What the fuck is that head? Look at that guy. Oh, fuck. What gives them political capital? 10, 15 years ago, it was being a lesbian or being bi. Now it's being trans. So there's been this new invented trans identity. Called non-binary. Dad, would you ever call him John Maynard Keynes are? I don't know enough about Keynesian economics, but I'm gonna be talking to Adam about it later. Wait, is that Sitch? Is that Sitch right there? This guy? Who are you? This tower is mine. Oh my god. We're fighting a soy face. There is some logic to it, but I'm not completely convinced. I don't know enough about it. Absorb. We have vice crystals. Is there any, like... Okay, I'm gonna use Gale. This is where the soy faces go when they die? I need to, like... Is there, like, a debuff or something? Yeah, lowers enemy defense. There we go. Oh, God. Okay, Gale's no good. Let's drain him again. Because we got two pretty physically powerful heavy hitters here. Yeah. Gale didn't work. Spark. Stress spark. Wow, this guy's strong. Okay, I'm gonna have to start healing. There we go. If my pronouns were Adolf, would you use them? No. I don't know anybody who would. Okay, let's heal Lufia. Oh god, oh god. Please don't die. Jesus Christ. And more heals. And more heals. And more heals. I'm required by law in my province to use these pronouns. Really? My pronouns are shut up. I think I'm just gonna like have her heal fucking everyone. Or we just beat on this guy. Because goddamn. Yeah, okay, Chromega, was that just for like in workplaces, or was it while you're working for a government job? Or was it blanket everywhere? If it was blanket everywhere, that's fucking ridiculous. Blanket ruling? Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. You absorbed all of her MP, you fuck! Now Lufia's useless. Okay, do you have like an MP? Okay, there we go. Shit, you're out of MP too. Alright. Please don't die, everyone. You fucking asshole! Fine, you know what? I'll just fucking heal people using items then. You can't drain me of that shit. What do I have anyway? High potions. Drink up. Oh shit, I forgot about taking a break. Oops. Yeah, I'm kind of getting stomped right now. None of her magic worked. She's still out of... And more healing. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I shouldn't be too underleveled, but... I'm still getting stomped by this guy. Everyone's pretty good. Fuck it. Anyway, Doomer, if you're still around, I can talk to you after the stream about a few things if you like. You can bounce some ideas off you. I hope how my idea sounded was good. Oh shit, she's out of magic too. Nice. I almost always am good for critique mode. I will say one thing though, Doomer. Why is it that I bump into you underneath every single girl's Twitter account on the fucking internet? I am the water fairy. Thanks for removing the dark ghost. I can restore the lake again. Like the merchants of the tower will also return to its original splendor. Anything can thank you enough. Could you fucking heal us? Like a pedestal. Not this time. If you want critiques, Dev, let a man simp. It's funny because it's like under every girl who's like decent looking enough from any side of the political spectrum. And you'll just see like Doomer giving like a one-liner, and it's like, all right, I get it. I understand, buddy. So I am gonna get the fuck out of here. Never trust a man who says he's not horny on main. You know what's really funny though? Like, I actually do talk to a lot of women online. And I'm not interested in like any of them for real. And everyone's like, you're a simp, you're a simp. And it's like, no. No. I talk to people who are kind. Oh, dude, the lake is back. Nice. We'll live here like we always have. Good job. You can stay for free today. Great. If you wanted a nefarious motivation, it would be networking, not simping. Yeah, like, hey, Olvar, what's up? Like, people people say that like my friendship to Sargon is nefarious because I gain viewers off of him or something. And I do gain viewers off of him. But like, you can also just be friends with people. You know what I mean? You can also just like somebody. I think terminally online people are just... You were originally really invested in Shu at her fault. Yeah, because we were friends back in the day. And yeah, people who are obsessed with power dynamics see every human interaction as a transaction. Exactly. Red sapphires. I see. What? Okay. We need red sapphires from the mines of Medan. Are we going all the way back there? Fuck! When the ruby shines, the road to Elfria will open. And for Sargon, that's where I was unsub to you until I found you on Game Boomers, and here I am to this day. Wait, why would you unsub to me? You fuck! I need to like find out what the fuck to do. Yes, Bruce Nee, I saw it. I don't know if I would call Riley an SJW though. And also Doomer, yeah, I don't know if you actually would fit in on the left. Everyone thinks that they're part of the left until you realize that a lot of the left doesn't consider social democrats to be on the left. They consider social democrats to be the left edge of fascism. Fucking hell. Okay, I'm gonna go on a short break. Well, thanks, Four Course, thanks. I'm going on a break. I'll be back. In a bit. I gotta figure out where the fuck to go.